Is it just me, or did this episode kind of forget what the last episode set this anime up to be? I mean, the whole reason as to why I wanted to stay on with this anime is because of the whole mystery behind the Divine Gate. What is this gate? What does it lead towards? Is it leading towards some kind of heaven? And I feel like this episode didn't really mix all that mystery in very well, as this episode focused more on action and character development, which is fine as long as it flows well with the overall story. And that flow didn't really happen very well in this episode. So in episode 2 of Divine Gate, Aito is still quite hesitant about joining the academy for supernatural people, and it's not really made clear why. Yeah, he's not that social, but he's not that antisocial to the point where he'll be fucking miserable and getting into fights with people as he's surrounded by people with powers just like himself. And this is the part where I got kind of worried that the Akane character would just transform into the douchebag character of this anime, because of how standoffish he was towards Aito and to other characters later on. I thought he would end up becoming evil and we'd be stuck with the character that we don't like for the rest of the anime, but thankfully he did kind of change towards the end. But then Aito and Akane meet up and talk about feeding the poor, which doesn't actually go anywhere because it's not like charity is a key theme in this anime. But then a robot comes along, and guess what, people? That robot turns out to be pure evil, and it starts tearing shit up. Nobody saw that one coming. So then Akane and his friend take down the robot whilst Aito somehow gets a sword that can make it rain somehow, and he extinguishes the flame caused by the robot and he saves a poor kid. Aito and Akane then talk about subconscious and conscious for some reason, and it's revealed that they both want to go to the Divine Gate because they both want to see their missing relatives. The episode ends with Aito joining the academy. Again, I have no idea why. And then the guy in charge somehow has a key which can get people to the Divine Gate. Don't ask me how he managed to get that. So yeah, this was a very awkward and kind of forced episode. I understand what it was trying to do. It was trying to develop the two main male characters, but all it did was show how much smarter Aito is compared to Akane, and that the action sequences now have this kind of distracting use of 3D models for the 2D characters as they fight most of the time. I wish this episode focused more on the mystery of the Divine Gate. That is the interesting part of this anime, not the characters, so to speak. Oh well, now that a key to Divine Gate has somehow been found, let's see if the mystery gets attention, or if it gets forgotten about and we get stuck with one-dimensional characters for the rest of the series.